Live here at OutBound, we're closing out day 2 of main stage speakers, and today we've got the wonderful Allison. Allison, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. It was great.
And she believes she could, and she's doing a lot in the community of sales, leadership, personal development. I'm going to touch on, first of all, we're just going to go right into your podcast. I'm just intrigued about that.
I love that.
And you've got a society named after, so let's talk a little bit about that.
I do. So I started the She Believes She Could podcast actually during the pandemic. I know that I was searching for a lot of inspiration and motivation, so it started kind of innocently during that time, but it has grown and developed and become something that I just absolutely love, and I welcome powerhouse guests on, so I'm always getting inspired too, which is awesome. And then the society, which is my membership group, and it's just a way for me to continue to pour into people and to teach them really valuable lessons around mindset, messaging, marketing, monetizing their brands, how to sell themselves, which is so important.
Inspiring others to do good work. Now let's talk a little bit about your keynote. I know you used the acronym and I didn't get to see all of it.
Yes.
Neither did our virtual audience. So if you could just high level, use an acronym,
I did.
win, and if you could
I
just
did.
high level stuff.
Well, because we all like to win, right? So
Exactly.
and it really was, it's kind of like putting the SMART goals framework on steroids. So we all are very familiar with SMART goals, right? Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time-bound. But I noticed that if I wasn't adding in these 3 additional elements, the goals weren't being achieved, at least not at the level or at a consistent level that I needed them to be, either for myself or for my team. And so one of the things that we decided was really impactful is first and foremost with W to root it down and connect it to your why, right? Because we all know that it starts with why, right? Popular books out there that have a lot of science behind meaning and purpose and the goal behind what you're doing and why you're doing it makes all the difference in the world. So then I is for intention, and that's about being very intentional about what you're doing each and every day, drowning out the noise, blinders on, mindset strong, staying super focused so that you can continue to make progress on those goals. And then N is for no excuses, because it's really easy to allow those excuses to get in our way.
Exactly. No excuses.
Right. No excuses, really taking full ownership of whatever it is that you've defined as your goal and just staying super focused. So it's been incredibly impactful, and I hope that they loved it too.
Now you've done several keynotes, and this is the first time at the OutBound stage. But
yes.
it was it touched me on a lot with the influence part and all that. Now you've got a foundation in the center that you're opening up. So I'm shifting gears. I'm all over. We're changing. Can you speak on that? We're going to cover Allison Walsh in every way possible in a short interview.
Thank you. So my main crown that I wear, right? Not hats, crowns in my world. The main crown that I wear is Advanced Recovery Systems, right? I'm the Vice President of Business Development. We've grown that company to where it is today, and we get to change and save lives each and every day in our centers. And so we started 9.5 years ago. The irony is that we're opening our 10th center literally right down the street from here tomorrow. So we're going to be able to really impact this community.
Check that. It's opening tomorrow.
I know.
Is it 9th, 10th center?
It's our 10th center. And so, I'm super excited. This week has just been full of so many blessings, and I'm so grateful. And I just am looking forward to just soaking in every day that I'm running around the country this week.
No, the keynotes, the traveling, opening up the new center, the foundation, the podcast.
Yes.
Okay, what don't you do?
So
If you had 1 or 2 parting shots, and then we'll get your contact information, but 1 or 2 parting shots that you'd like to share with our virtual audience.
Oh my gosh. Number one, you are your greatest investment. So take the time, the energy, the resources to invest in you and your dreams and where you want to go. Don't allow anything to get in your way. I think that was one of the biggest things that I struggled with early on in my career, was that I let my mindset impact my results. And I encourage you to do the work, to become resilient, to become very focused, to know what it is that you're striving for, and then surround yourself with a team of support. That's what I did. That's why I love Sales Gravy and being here at OutBound. Like, my journey involves being at OutBound and being like, oh my gosh, there's so much more.
And the journey continues.
And it continues. It's like a very full circle moment. So just continue to invest in yourself, continue to believe in yourself, and do what you need to do for you so that you can really optimize your life and your potential.
I love it, Allison Walsh, and everything else. Now, how can people find out more? Just Google you?
I'm everywhere. My main channel is Instagram, so at Allison Walsh, and I will show up every single day with at least a couple posts. So I love it there. Also on LinkedIn, Facebook. I have the She Believes She Could Society and group on Facebook as well. Everybody's welcome to join. Tune into the podcast. I also have another podcast called Dear Mind You Matter, and that focuses a lot on like mental wellness and mental health. So whatever is perfect for you, take it and share the rest with others. So.
Inspiration at its finest. Allison Walsh, we thank you for coming to OutBound 2022. And we thank you out to our virtual audience for watching. Check out the great work that Allison's doing, her foundation, and everything else.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I'm so
you.
excited.